nowadays. Top of the tree. Someone is staring intently in your general direction. Muggle, again, thank you for Subway Prime for 41 months. I appreciate you. This way, what's your name? Fadeway. This is a common name nowadays. How times change. But I digress. Come, be sure to watch your step. Thank you for waiting for the cutscene. What a kind of game. Oh my god. Problem child you are. As bearers of the seal, you have a right to know what became of the Empire and my people's purpose here. We are descendants of the Palace Guard which served under the last Emperor, and to this day we carry on the duty of our forebears, the final decree of His Eminence before Ronka's fall. By the wisdom of our people was Ronka made to thrive. Such knowledge must never be forgotten, nor may it be suffered to fall into the hands of the wicked. Keep it secret, keep it safe, and look to the coming of our allies. Unto them you shall bequeath our all, and thus will Ronka live on. By his command, we have remained in the Rectica Greatwood, guardians of Ronka's ruins and the wisdom held within. I hope thou wilt not think the question impertinent, but did thy people's famed longevity perchance play a part in the Emperor's decision to entrust this mission unto thee and thine? That was one reason, yes. We Vies. Vies? Vies?
Are you in it, son?
No, I don't know the pronunciations. It could be sevens, I guess. We V's would easily live to see 3 of your elven lifetimes. We were also the fiercest fighters. There are none more fit than us to stand watch over the remains of Ronka. But our duty has grown ever more perilous in the wake of the flood. Sediments such as this one were plentiful before the light claimed dominion of the land, but now, Fenno is all that remains. Our numbers dwindle year by year. Before long, there will be no one left to honor the Emperor's wishes. And you believe we are the allies for whom you have waited? You've met the seal. You have the seal, do you not? After 3 millennia of waiting, that alone is nothing short of a miracle. Truth be told, I had begun to think you would never come. Sister! We're all glad of your presence here in the Greatwood. The wisdom for Ronka is yours should you wish it. You need only ask. You come in search of the Light Warden. My apologies, but do not know where it makes its lair. We met. Do you recall any sightings of this creature? Not these past 30 summers. 30? But that would mean... How old are you exactly? Young enough to remember. With age comes knowledge. There may yet be one among us who has seen or heard the abomination you seek. We have leave to speak with the other V's, then. But of course. Then we should split up and inquire individually. As someone knows something, I would hear it while there is yet time to act. Search for the Light Warden. I cannot say I've ever laid eyes on it. Our duty is to protect the ruins, nothing more. We have no need to strike out in search of such a foe. Why'd all these rabbits live in the tree? We wanted to be home to have today to rest, but we also wanted to see friends and spend time with mother-in-law before she flew out this morning. Okay. Yeah, it sounds like a much more palatable reason than, well, we were heading home at a reasonable time, then the car broke down, and there was no one else, that could help us, so, we got home at 1 a.m. It's not my intention to pry, but your voices carry far. I know what it is you would ask me. Unfortunately, the answer is no, I have not seen the Light Warden. I patrol the ruins perimeter regularly, and if it were hiding nearby, I would know about it. The drive was nice. I imagine if we left today, it'd be terrible. Yeah, for sure. Can I not? But there's somewhere I can land. Oh, come on. It doesn't want me to accidentally jump to my death, which I guess is fair. So there must be another set of stairs I have to take. Yeah. An outsider? But how? By the gods, allies, the Empire, my sincerest apologies for failing to note your arrival. It was a warden you wish to know about, yes? My mother, may she rest in peace, told me once of its appearance in these woods. Before settling here in Fano, she lived in a village near Raktika Falls, until it was destroyed by the Sin Eaters. While on patrol one day, she spotted a swarm of the abominations, one of which was different from the rest. It was larger for one thing, but what struck her was the way the fellows seemed to revere it. She was convinced that what she had seen was the Light Warden. The exchange with the Corvus taught you something about the Light Warden's possible whereabouts. You enjoyed watching Bay watch a jet ski? What happened with that? I only saw... Oh, I was on the second screen. The Light Warden? No, I have not seen it. But I have witnessed the horrors of the Lesser Eaters. How they are wont to hunt in packs and carry off their victims rather than consume them on the spot. I suspect the Warden is a grotesque, corpulent thing, waiting patiently for its minions to bring its next meal. I pray the others will be able to provide what I cannot. Near Raktika Falls. Why was I not told of this? I think I see now why he's never been spotted on our patrols. I have never heard of this Raktika Falls, but I can assume it lies deep within the woods of Ixmaja. Just so, but the tunnel which leads there collapsed after a rather bloody battle with the Eaters. It has not been passable for many years. We made several attempts to clear away the rubble, yet each time we were driven back. In the end, we were forced to give it up as lost, thereby making it a suitable place for the Warden to take sanctuary. There is perhaps one way to enter. There will be a great peril to you and your companions. The Katana Rabble, a temple to the northeast. It has been sealed for centuries, but within it is a path that leads to the falls. Can it be opened? For the allies of Ronka it can. First we must go to the Kamul Astropolis. Once the flow of magic is restored there, the path through the Katana Rabble can be opened. This may sound a simple task, but there are certain obstacles which prevent us from attending it ourselves, and we know not how to overcome them. The Emperor never granted our forebears leave to look upon the secrets we are charged with protecting. That we might not be tempted, the means to do so were withheld from us. We can but show you the way. The rest is up to you. It would seem we have our work cut out for us then, shall we? Let us be about it, then. If that is what you wish, it is my duty to escort you. While we attend to matters of the Cumulus I would ask that your sisters accompany Urianji and thank them, and share with them all they can of these woods. While we have every intention of investigating Raktika Falls, it is yet possible the Light Warden dwells elsewhere. With that in mind, it would behoove us to prepare an alternative course of action. Wimmet, Simmet, I leave them to you. Yes, sister. Should our present course prove false, I doubt not, but Thancred and I shall find any and all possible paths forward. What you seek lies in the heart of the Cumulus. Unfortunately, it too was sealed shut by order of His Eminence. If we are to open it, we must first look to the morning stars. Come, I will show you the way. You were able to keep up, I see. Well done. Ahead lie the morning stars, 4 monuments built in tribute to the guardians of Raktika. Beyond them is the Great Pyramid of... Beyond them is the Great Pyramid of Uxtor, where the flow of magic must be restored. It is said that the monuments are themselves the keys to opening the pyramid, though I know not how. That is for you to discover. Another puzzle. Wonderful. I would have a closer look. It is indeed another puzzle, but for a blessing it appears to be similar to the one we encountered at the lake. These statues are all depictions of the divine beast mentioned on the tablet. No doubt they will open the way into the pyramid in like manner. We have but to discern the corrective order. Let's split up and search the area for clues. These ruins are covered in ancient inscriptions. Answer may well be hiding among them. Indeed, it may be best to transcribe them if they are as numerous as you say. Better than that than risk overlooking something. The transcription would prove impractical, not being versed in Ronkin's script. No matter. We'll employ a different approach. Impressions. Here, I had thought to use these clay tablets to record any significant imagery we discovered, but they will serve you just as well. Take impressions of any inscriptions you find. We will start at the base of the pyramid, so you begin at the top. When you have finished, return here and I will translate your findings. trust you made good use of those clay tablets. Well done. A moment while I decipher what you found. Apologies for the delay. Nothing we saw at the base of the pyramids gave any hint as to the solution of the puzzle, focusing instead on how to proceed having solved it. Your findings, on the other hand, appear to form a riddle. Once assembled, it reads as follows. Come together, share despair. Go thy ways, dread burdens bear. Mark the crown, heed its call. Avert thy gaze, forever fall. I'd assumed that the puzzle would involve a sequence, but from what Almet and I were able to gather, it is but a matter of suffusing one of the statues with ether. The question being, which one? Have you any thoughts? Given your talent for finding solutions to vexatious problems, I think it best that you choose the statue. Let's see. Right then. After you have selected a statue, I will imbue it with the required ether. Should it prove to be a trap, I am more than capable of warding off any malign magics it may contain. Now which statue could it be? Come together, share despair. Go thy ways, dread burdens bear. Mark the crown, heed its call, avert thy gaze, forever fall. Welcome back, Amlove. Is there one with a crown? He's facing away. Facing north toward the Great Pyramid. South to the woods. The L is facing the Great Pyramid. Little statue. Okay, so these are facing together. These are facing away. This facing north. So. Time to get it wrong. Alright, I pray this works. The ether has been absorbed. You really do have a talent for these things. Sweet. It is. The way should be clear now. Come, let us... Someone approaches. Sister! Sister! Simmet? What are you doing here? What has happened? Umoran soldiers! They've entered Ixmasha. Umoran soldiers? And what are the Blessed? Nothing specific, but it seems the Umorans had little interest instead of our people. According to our scouts, the general and his men made all haste for the gate to Ixmasha upon finding it. Together with Thancred, the Wimmet and some others have engaged them at the border. You are to return and assist Wimmet at once. They are not to set foot near the ruins or Fano. We will see to matters here and return as quickly as we can. Understood? Yes, sister, be careful. Though I knew time was short, I did not expect the Umorans to move so swiftly, but we have come too far to turn back now. Time is against us, friend. Quickly, into the pyramid. The switch should be through these doors, and the confessional of Toupasa the Elder. But why is it not open? Magic appears to be flowing through the walls, but it's being obstructed as it approaches the door. Is it not strange that only one of these pedestals bears an owl statue? Strange indeed. The second statue was likely hidden to keep the door sealed. We can cover more ground if we split up. Alma to take the chamber to the south, Fadewind the one to the east. I will search the chamber to the west. I've looked everywhere and... Wait, is that? The statue, you found it. Looks light enough. We need but return to the other altar, no? One might assume so, but nothing about these ruins has ever been quite so simple. I sense the strange energy emanating from the eyes of the statues in the corridors of this place. Should this figure be moved, it would not surprise me for them to suddenly stir to life. A trap, then, for the unsuspecting as they attempt to return this to its rightful place. Precisely. Caution would serve us well here. Which is why I would ask you to deliver the statue to the main chamber. An abundance of magic yet courses through these walls, but my eyes distractingly so. I believe yours, on the other hand, would more aptly perceive the traps for what they are. All right then. We will meet you at the door to the confessional of Toupasa the Elder. So the statue to the altar at the entrance to the confessional of Toupasa the Elder. You have 2 minutes to complete the task. Should you fail, return to the starting location and begin anew. Aware of attacks from enemies which will sap your strength. The statue's eyes take on an eerie glow as light fades. You realize the statuette has disappeared from your hands. Okay. We're doing that kind of minigame. Successfully deliver the statuette to the altar. The statue has returned, but was that enough? I believe it was. I can see ether flowing to the door now. I pray this means an end to the tricks and traps of these ruins. Well done. You are but one step from entering the Katana Rava, but I must warn you, this last step is without question the most perilous. Overcome this final trial and the path forward will open to you. A path laden with more puzzles and traps, I'm sure. The Emperor always takes such pleasure in wasting the time of his allies. Let us end this, while time is yet on our side. Legend of the Not-So-Hidden Temple? Nice. Before we enter, I would tell you the trial that awaits you. The chamber is said to be filled with all manner of devices to keep trespassers away from the switch, the most potent being wards of displacement. They may very well force you into danger. Should we become separated, please use these. Whisper words. They will allow us to communicate no matter where we may find ourselves. I think Fadewin and I can work out how to use these well enough, thank you. Alright, the sooner we finish here, the sooner we can return to the others. Shall we get this over with? We must hurry before the Umoran soldiers gain any ground. Wait, do you see those sentinels? They are made to curse any who enter the pyramid. It is said to be seen by them as to be seen by death. Oh. Okay. So... just stealth run? Sister, can you hear me? The two soldiers have broken through our defenses. Follow them. They are not to reach the temple. Understood. A pair of soldiers somehow made it past my sisters. No doubt on their way here. All the more reason we should hurry them. Now the Sentinel's movement is somehow different from before. Whoa! Shit.
Away with you!
Okay. Curse was not as potent as I dared imagine, but I suggest we avoid another confrontation. Its effects no doubt grow with every invocation. Oh my god. Curse of the Ronka, stacks 9 already. Plague of Ancient Anathema clutters your thoughts, spurring you to deny your very existence. Increased exposure will eventually lead to madness and death. Yay! Delightful. Massive. How do we get around them? I will draw their attention with the glamour. It will not last long. The moment they are distracted, we must run with all haste. Make ready to run. Now. I realize we must hurry, but we mustn't be reckless. Teleportation device. This should end well. There's no turning back. Fadewin, Alamet, can anyone hear me? I must have been sent to separate chambers. This mist. Poison, and it has nullified my magic. These markings on the floor. I think they show the way out. Finally, fresh air. How fare you two? We have to keep moving. Somehow we are still in one piece. That means little to the others if we do not hurry. Careful now. What was that noise? By the gods! Run! There, that crevice in the wall. We have to jump. Oh, there's no going back now. That bridge is not much further. Sister, they've reached the temple. I fear they're too fast for us. Be careful of the traps inside. We are nearly there. It is unheard of for anyone to outpace the V's. What is this man who comes after you? Could it be Ranjit? If so, we have precious little time. Is there no end to this place? I pray the trap was the last. Another door. Wonderful. I can but imagine what awaits us inside. There you are. Impossible.
Be gone!
Here I come! No holding back!
for the part of Toupasa. More sentinels, go. I will draw their attention.
It seems to be working. I think not.
General, hold on!
Expertly done.
How was I to know that that would happen? It looked like any other part of the floor. Might now be an opportune time to strike a bargain? We poisoned a number of villagers in Slitherbow with a toxin brewed for us by the children. This is the antidote. I dare say you know how potent their concoctions are, and the futility of trying to counteract their effects. Now, try anything here, and we're all likely to fall. Eventually someone will come to our rescue, or yours. Promise us safe passage, and we'll give you the antidote. Do we have a deal?
We do not negotiate with the enemy. The villagers' lives are forfeit, as is yours.
General?
Do not fail.
How noble and pointless.
Is everyone all right? What in the...
Oriage! At once! Down with you!
Where is Y'shtola?
Thankfully, Ranjit's cohorts had the good sense to fall back. Women should be here soon with a word from Vanau. We shall hold our position here until she arrives. Ahmet, please tell me you know that a hole might lead out into the woods somewhere. Were there any other means of exiting the temple? There's no question that we know of it. But I fear there's a little consequence. We have tried to mark the depth of the pit and failed to fall from such a height. Sister, I come bearing news. The Umoran soldiers and the children have fled Ixmaja. They abandoned Sudbao as well, though they yet remain in the swamps near Lakeland. Unfortunately, a number of the Blessed were poisoned while fending off the soldiers. One we believed to be of their order was found lost in the Ixmaja, feverish and badly wounded. He was taken to Fanau for treatment, but I fear there's little we can do for him. He and the other Blessed will not last long without an antidote. Then we must act quickly. If you have a spare vial, Minfilia and I can deliver it to the Blessed at Slitherbow. You and Iranje should return to Fanau and tend to the wounded villager there. What about Ishtola? I know it seems callous of us to leave, but she leapt into that hole for a reason. We have to save the Blessed, whatever it takes. Alright. My sisters and I will remain here, unless you said no soldiers are still lurking about. Come, Faithful. Let not Ishtola's sacrifice be in vain. To Fanau. Heavens forfend Runar. It was he who foresaw the Umoran's procession, and in doing so, afforded thee time to traverse the temple. Quickly the antidote. Runar still appears visibly pained. Perhaps he requires another dose of medicine. Medicine seems to take effect as the color slowly creeps back into his cheeks. It would appear the worst hath passed, though his wounds yet want for mending. I shall minister to him forthwith. Rest, I prithee. I shall attend to the Runar's administrations.
Runar. Thank goodness.
We delivered the antidote to Slitherbow, and from what we could gather on the way here, the Ulmorans have had the good manners to withdraw. Thank the gods they did, or we would never have made it here in time. I'm told we have Runar and his comrades to thank for keeping the soldiers occupied prior to their retreat. They were preparing to come for you and Y'shtola, it seems. when Runar rallied the villagers and pursued them out of Slitherbough.
Where am I?
Ixmaya, in the care of the Vis. Thou art safe now, friend. Pray, rest thee a while longer.
No. No, I am all right. Somewhat heavy of limb, perhaps, but otherwise well, I assure you. I am glad to see you are all safe. When we realized where the soldiers were headed, we knew something had to be done. I do not see Master Matoya. She was with you, yes? What happened to her? Spare me your riddles and speak plain. Where is Master Matoya? No. No. No, that cannot be. Why would she do such a thing? Was there no other way? I cannot believe that she... We must begin the search immediately. I will come with you. What are you waiting for? We must find her. She could be trapped, or hurt, or... She is alive. She is alive, damn you!
Forgive me for interrupting, but our scouts have apprehended an intruder. We thought perhaps he might be an associate of yours.
Oh, look who it is.
Well, this is embarrassing. In my defense, they are surprisingly tenacious. So, what trouble have you gotten yourselves into this time? Well, well. What an intriguing turn of events. My condolences, by the way. 'Tis never easy to lose the ones we love. Well, she is dead, isn't she? Wishing it were otherwise will not make it so.
That you should be indifferent to her loss is no surprise. But to us, she was a friend. The best of friends.
You have something on your mind. What is it?
Pray recount to us again that which thou witnessed in the ruins, omitting not the slightest detail.
Flow. The teleportation magic she used to spirit us away from Uldar after the bloody banquet. I recall a similar gale in the tunnel before it took effect.
Interesting. I thought I sensed a brief disturbance in the Lifestream. How reassuring to know it was not my imagination. I felt it only once, I should mention, which would suggest she is still adrift on its currents.
Then I fear she may yet be lost to us. For it was only by the grace of the elementals that she was plucked from that great ethereal river.
Ah, very well. I'll go and fetch her. Perhaps a clear and unambiguous act of kindness will serve to win the trust you seem so determined to deny me.
Now then, if I'm to fetch her for you, I will require a suitable place to work. We must find somewhere that resonates strongly with the Lifestream. And by we, I mean you. To that end, I give you this, an ethereal lamp of my own design. Keep it close as you venture out into the woods. The brighter the glow, the stronger the location's resonance with the Lifestream. Once you've found a likely spot, all you need to do is whistle. You do know how to whistle, don't you, hero? Just put your lips together and blow. Find a location that resonates with the Lifestream. You need to search the area marked on your map. Use your ethereal lamp to pinpoint an ideal location, then call for Emissalk. Lamplight is near blinding. Perhaps now would be a good time to call for Emissalk. Oh my god, that was... Ah! Ugh. Yuck. Bad quest design, sorry.
Yes, this place should serve well enough. Might I have a little space? I need to concentrate. Now then, what color was her soul again? Ah, there you are.
He's done it. He's brought her back.
Ishtola, are you all right?
Yes, though I cannot imagine how. What happened?
Thou didst invoke the power of flow, which thence did usher thy soul unto the Lifestream.
I wanted to save the antidote, and after that... I did something exceedingly reckless, for which you will just have to forgive me.
Master Matoya! Oh, thank the heavens you're all right. I had nearly given up hope.
Please, Renard, dry your tears. What would the others think if they saw you like this? Come now. Did you really think I would go gently into that dark night with so much left undone? So many mysteries left unsolved?
Is there aught you wish to say to me? A word of thanks, perhaps?
Emmet Selk, the Ascian of whom I spoke. 'Twas he who plucked thee from the Lifestream.
I see. Thank you. Differences notwithstanding, you saved my life, and for that I am grateful. But let us turn our attention to more important matters, such as the Katana Ravel. You had better not have explored its depths without me.
Well, Almet and the others should be pleased to see you in such uncharacteristically high spirits. Let us return to Fanoff then, and discuss the coming expedition.
What a touching reunion that was. It fair brought a tear to the eye. But as we both know, such tender moments are nothing if not momentary. Before long they will remember their many differences and return to swaddling. Oh, if I had a guild for every time one of you heroes made that claim. But seriously, we Ascians do what we do for the greater good, for the rejoining. Though we may sow the seeds of chaos, it is man who tends them, he who reaps their bountiful harvest. But I grow tired of these arguments. If you will kindly refrain from retorting and return to your customary brooding silence, I will take that as thanks for rescuing your companion and leave it at that, though I mustn't keep your friends waiting. My apologies for having put you all through such an ordeal. I could see no other way to save the Knights Blessed. Happily, both they and I yet live, thanks to you. But our work here is not yet done. We must make ready to enter the Katana Ravel and put the Lightwood to the sword.